So welcome back to episode 2 of our D&D stories. And I can tell you, let me say this much. This has been one of our most requested episodes to do. The first one was a major hit.
I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
I've never seen such consistently requested.
Every video I do, I get 3 or 4 requests for it in that video.
When's the next Swagger story? When's the next D&D stories?
So a lot of our D&D stories are to do with our legendary friend, Swagger.
Oh, Swagger.
And he plays a fighter in our campaigns, and he is unbelievable. Like, some of the things this guy pulls off are just crazy.
Some of them are amazing. Some of them are deserving of a punch in the dick.
It's true.
Some of them.
Yeah. And this is an interesting story. This has to do with Rob. Very much so. So let me start off by saying that this is a few years ago. I was running a 4th edition Ravenloft campaign, and there's no official book for Ravenloft for 4th edition, but I just took the original Ravenloft as an inspiration, and then I used Open Grave.
Yeah.
And I used some of the characters from this, Von Strahd, who was Dracula, and I just adapted it. You can do anything with Dungeons and Dragons. Remember, this is an imagination game, folks. You can
Use
do
the old noodle.
Yeah, totally. You can do anything you want to do, whether you're not confined to any kind of particular story. Adapt it, make it your own. That's what I always do. I never take what they tell me to do in the modules. I'm like, no, that's boring. I'm gonna make up my own shit. It's much more fun that way.
Oh, they're always so good. The stories are always fantastic.
We have a really fun time. So the story was that through this and that, they are proceeding on their way to Ravenloft Castle.
We've traveled through a dense mist that appeared as if from nowhere.
Yeah.
And suddenly found ourselves in this very creepy, decrepit, and sparsely populated town.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone there was scared out of their minds. There was that creepy broad in the bar that kept staring at us.
Right.
She turned out to be possessed by the soul of Von Strahd.
Yes.
And so we have made our way through many misadventures up towards the castle. And that's when we ran into a little problem.
There's a moat, a huge moat.
A moat.
A gigantic one, almost like a lake all around Ravenloft Castle.
Now,
huge.
there's a bridge.
There is. Well, what happened here? Here's the trick. The party split. There was about 4 or 5 of you guys. 3 of them went around this because they couldn't figure out how to get over. Mm-hmm. So 3 of them went this way. Rob, who is playing a Dragonborn.
Yep, Dragonborn Barbarian. Nice big tank.
Yeah. And Swagger team up, and they go the right side around the moat.
Team up. Let's put that in there. Team up.
Yeah. So I'm kind of, DMing both these sides. These guys go this way. They don't find anything. Where Rob and Swagger walk around and they see
a small shack.
Yeah.
Standing in front of a little boat launch. And a small boat. And standing in front of this shack is a rather shabby character in a very moth-eaten old cloak.
Yeah.
Very gaunt and thin.
A classic boatman.
One might call him a ferryman?
Yeah, you could call him that too. So they go up and they ask, "Oh, can you take us over here?" And he just goes, "Yes," with his echoing, kind of creepy voice. Mm-hmm. And he charges you a certain amount of gold.
He wanted to charge 2 gold coins for everyone that wanted to cross.
Pretty reasonable.
We don't have the biggest pile of gold at this point, as it was a one-off starting game, so we started with minimal supplies.
Yeah.
But it is something we could have pulled together to do.
And remember, you guys bought some potions and stuff, remember, from the gypsies earlier on?
So we had some supplies, we had some potions, we had some money. Between all of us, if we'd pooled our money, we could have managed 2 gold per person.
Yeah. So Swagger says, "Oh, I think that's quite reasonable." So he walks up to this ferryman, and he's like, I attack it, and just rolls the dice.
Okay, and now let's make a point here. Okay, first of all, he didn't confer with anyone on this. And second of all, once you roll the dice, it's done. Before you roll, you can say your intention, but if you don't roll, you can say, you know what, maybe I'm not gonna do. No. He just whips out a dagger, and he actually did it mid-sentence.
Yeah.
Why, that sounds like a reasonable. Ah!
Yeah.
And
And so what happened is we're in combat at that point. We roll initiative. We're rocking and rolling.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hey, bad enough that he attacked. He whiffed it.
Yes. So
Like almost stabbed me.
So what happened is his sword went all the way through this thing, just like it was like nothing, just like whoosh, and he completely missed, like just the worst miss ever too. Terrible. His roll was not good, but also he didn't even come close to hitting it. So, boom, this happens, and I this is when I kind of say that this is a high level lich. It's a very high level lich.
You know the ferryman of the river Styx, legendary, very powerful. Yeah. Thanks, Swagger.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, and you're freaking out, going, "What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?" And he's like, "I'm Swagger."
And the first thing that I'm Swagger. And the first thing I do is like put my hands up to back away.
Yeah.
What does he do? What did he do? Remind me. I'm a little bit fuzzy. What did he do? My partner.
After he whiffed it, the creature attacks Richard. Boom! Huge bite. Massive damage.
For massive damage.
Richard. That's the end of that attack. What was your move at this point? Backing up.
Let's see. What does the sane man do when an incredibly powerful lich turns on you? Run!
Yeah.
Run! So I'm like, fuck you, buddy. You're in your own mess. I run.
So Rob runs a certain amount away
because I'm a dragonborn. Big, heavy. Can't move as fast.
He can't move, so he got a little bit away. So then it became, okay, that's the end of that round of the lich attacking. Richard, what are you going to do? I'm going to run. And so he got double movement at that point. So he books the hell out, gets past Rob.
Runs faster, so he shoots past me, and it's the ferryman's turn. What does he do?
The ferryman, and you haven't said for the DM's point of view, and Rob is absolutely furious. We cannot.
It took everything I had not to deck the guy.
Yeah.
I was.
Well, he attacked. He initialized the combat. Then he books the fuck out, and all of a sudden the lich is coming up. Richard's ahead of you, so it's gonna go after the next. For being a DM, I'm impartial, so I'm looking at it from the lich's point of view. He doesn't care. You're grouped together with Swagger. Swagger's done the shit. Partner.
Yeah.
So I have to, and I'm laughing because I'm like, oh my god, I could potentially. Rob is a dead man.
I'm dead.
Rob is a dead man here.
And what did it do? What did it do when he ran past me?
Yeah. The lich comes straight up to Rob, takes a massive bite.
I believe it wasn't a bite. I believe it was a swipe of the claws that ripped through my back.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And
Yeah. So that toasts Rob at that point. Rob is lost half of his hit points.
More.
Yeah. It was. See, this is just worse and worse. Rob was not doing well. Richard's out of the fuck there, and everybody is laughing, and they're laughing at the situation that Swagger has put Rob into now. It's just insane. And Swagger's just at the edge of the forest going, dum-de-dum, dum-de-dum. And Rob is like, fuck, Swagger, fuck. If I fucking don't make it. And that's where you were doing it. You were mad at him.
Oh.
Yeah, it was fun.
I was fucking mad.
Yeah. So, the lucky thing is, Rob didn't attack.
Okay, I kept my goddamn hands to myself. This thing's still scratching at my ass. Motherfucker books it so fast. He's like, I'm gonna get out of here fine. Yeah. And then what happens? I'm still running and praying to God I can get out of there. And all of a sudden the ferryman goes, poof, disappears, reappears in front of his ferry shack.
Yeah, because he got too far out.
He has a limited range of where he can go.
Yeah.
So, bleeding and beaten, my first instinct is to go kill Swagger. But of course, by this point, the rest of the party is caught up. Mm-hmm. And we bring them back up to speed. Everyone pulls their money. Funny, someone didn't have any money. Who didn't have any money because he spent it all on equipment and stuff? Who didn't have any money again? Oh, yeah, Swagger didn't have any money.
I gotta tell you this. I forgot the one important part of the story. When Swagger went to run away the first time, he flicked a coin at him.
That's right. He flicked a couple of. That's right. He flicked a couple pennies at him.
Yeah. He goes, bing. He goes, and I fucking booted out of there. That's awesome.
So now everyone's pooled their money, and everyone can afford their trip across except one guy. Swagger.
Yeah.
Guess who's the only one that has extra money left? Hi. How you doing? Guess who had to pay for this asshole to get on the ferry after?
Yeah, I guess you fucked up, then you pay for him.
Yeah, he stabs this thing and starts this whole combat, and then I had to pay his way across. That son of a...
Partners. Yeah, that's another legendary story of Swagger. He's either your best buddy or your worst enemy. This guy just does the most ridiculous things. I remember there was this one time when you guys were walking through the forest and there's all these white orbs. Remember? Nobody knew what they were. The forest is absolutely dark except these glowing white orbs. And Swagger's like, oh, I'll get my sword out. I go and poke one. And this gigantic mushroom creature came out of the ground because they were its eyes. I just poke it. I love it. So, anyways, guys, another Dungeons and Dragons story featuring our friend Swagger and our friend Mr. Robert Mann. So, hope you enjoyed. Anyways, guys, until next time.